Let's talk about today's guest, FaZe Apex, better known as Apexnator, or Short Guy, or Chain Smoker Guy, or Very Short Guy. Can you feel it? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get right into the video. Even though Apex is the shortest member in FaZe, and he gets trolled a lot because of that, like FaZe Adapt crying that he might get lost in the snow.
Apex comes home tomorrow. He's supposed to come home tomorrow. Look how much snow there is, guys. It's a blizzard. He's just a little guy. How is he supposed to be able to know how to take care of himself out here? If you guys watch reports, there's like 5 feet of snow. You guys know how tall Apex is? He's 4'4". You know what that means, right? He's not gonna make it. How is Apex gonna be okay in this? You guys know how tall he is. I just care a lot about Apex. And I know he's not gonna be okay. There's no way he's gonna be okay. He's too short. He's so short, guys. You don't know. And there's 5 feet of snow. Like what? It's just a little guy, guys. I wish I could help him. I wish I could help him. He's so small. He's so small. Oh.
So a little bit about how Apex joined FaZe was like in the early 2011. He was like a huge fan of like FaZe in the early stages. That he would like always interact, message them, and like, you know, be a big fan, you know, what every fan does. So what's pretty cool about him joining FaZe was he joined FaZe around 2011. He attempted to join FaZe like 3 times. All those times he got rejected. He submitted like some trick shot compilations, rejected. He joined an editing contest, rejected. And then he got added by one of the FaZe members, and then he got unadded. So that's basically another rejection. He ended up joining different type of like sniping clans. And then after his second clan that he joined, which was Dare, he was there for just 1 week and then later joined FaZe. Like, bro got rejected so many times, but it ended up being good because then it led him to him being in FaZe now. This podcast was a bit off the rails. There wasn't any type of like layout. Just because the interviewer, he switched places and it was FaZe Rain interviewing him. They ended up just using this like podcast episode for them to just basically chill and hang out and talk. But it was still entertaining nevertheless. So Apex talked a little bit about how in the early days, how he would be very private. He did get like messed with just because of his name. So Apex's real name is Yusuf. He is from Palestine. Apex is Muslim, so he would get bullied and messed with because of that as well. So for many reasons, he tried to stay as private as much as possible. Also, an incident happened where he got swatted very early throughout like his YouTube career, and it like scared his family. It's better if I just show you the clip than try to explain the story.
I got hacked early on. And when I got hacked and swatted and all that, I was like, I am not putting any personal information. I don't want anyone to know anything about me. It was a combination of the two.
That was when they took swatting so serious.
Yeah.
Now it's like they'll do a check. But if they have a vibe that it's just like you're a YouTuber or creator, they're not going to be as like OP.
No.
But back then, have you told that story?
What?
Like this, your parents having ARs pointed at them, you having ARs pointed at you.
Yeah, did I tell on with you or no?
Maybe. That's crazy, especially like, brother. If that happened to me when I was like 15, my mom would never let me do anything on the internet.
Brother, yeah. So I mean, I'll just tell the story. That is the second part as to why I never said my name or anybody who's like an old viewer knows my name was like a mystery for like.
Tell Doug
there was like
Martin.
Yeah, which we'll get to that, right? It was like a mystery. No one knew what my name was, and everyone was very curious. They'd always ask me, "What's your name?" And I just would ignore it. I just literally ignored it for years.
Apex.
I just ignored it. And you guys all call me Apex anyways, right? Anyways, when I was 16. I got swatted once before. Someone said we're kicking your door down or something. You're gonna need a new door or something like that. I saw it on Twitter.
That's the craziest threat ever.
Yeah,
like
literally.
It's so subliminal. So it's like, what do you mean I need a new door? Then the SWAT team just comes kicking your door down.
You're gonna need a new door. So I'm like, okay, I know that means I'm gonna get swatted. So I called the police department and they're like, we're already outside your house. Just come outside with your hands up. You're fine. This is in broad daylight. Me and my brother walked out like this. They came out. They searched my house. They left. We were all good. My mom went door to door because also we're the, let's just be real. We're the only Muslims on our street. My mom wears a scarf, so people are like, why the hell were the cops out there? There's some stereotype there that people are, so my mom went door to door, told everyone everything. Oh, that's just, well, but whatever. A couple months later, It's funny. It's like I got a new car. So I come home one day. That day I got it. First day I got it. My brother and his wife at the time, I don't know if I think they were living with us, my family, and FaZe baby. FaZe baby was 6, 7, 8 months old max. They're all at our house. My brother and his wife have their friends over. They all have kids. They're all sitting at the house. Everyone's chilling. And then, you know, I'm sure in different cultures it's the same, but in the Arab culture, the Arab culture, it's like when you're leaving someone's house, all right, guys, let's go. Everyone gets up. They walk to the front door. Then they start yapping for another hour before you leave, right? It always happens. Like it takes an hour to leave. So everyone got up. Everyone's at the door. Everyone's talking there. Side note, later we found out my mom was upstairs. We heard a helicopter for like an hour, literally. Like, and everyone was like, "Why is there did you guys hear the helicopter?" Like randomly, an hour before this, in our conversation, that would randomly pop in. Does anybody hear the helicopter? My parents' room has a view of like the main street down, and they saw a bunch of cop cars. Right, so this was like. We found this out later. Everyone started connecting the dots. So when they're finally about to leave, my brother's like, "Go upstairs, get your keys. I want to drive your car." Right, like I want to try it. So I run upstairs and get my keys. Well, literally as he's opening the door for everyone to leave. Like 15 people leaving my house.
They were all there when you got swatted?
Everybody, kids and whatever. I come downstairs and I just see my brother like this. And I just see flashing lights coming through the door. Like all I see is the front door and him walking out like this. I'm like, oh God, like here we go. Like I know I'm getting swatted. And I just hear, rah, rah, just screaming, whatever. So my brother goes outside and then I come out and I'm like, all right, here we go. Like I know they're looking for me. And they're like, I hear them yelling to my brother, "Where's Yusuf? Where is he?" Like literally as if I'm like the number one most wanted man in America.
What did they tell them?
I'll tell you right now.
You had a bomb. You're holding people hostage.
Yeah, they told them.
Yeah, it's the basic
They told them I had my dad hostage
every time
in the basement with an AK and a C4 on my chest.
There you go.
By the way, California doesn't have basements because there's earthquakes here.
Yeah, some people do. My boy has one.
So hold on. Keep in mind, by the way, I'm forgetting. Remember I told you I got swatted the first time?
Yeah.
First time I got swatted, I filed a police report. You know, it does nothing. When I filed that police report, there was a police officer that came to my house to take some information. 2 times he came to my house. A third time, I was with my mom out getting food and we ran into the guy, talking to him. His name was Maldonado. I remember his name. We're talking to him. We've seen him all around. Okay, keep this in mind. This guy 3 times. He knew very well that it was a prank call. We got swatted. Okay, so this all happens. Where's Yusuf? I'm going outside.
It's the same guy, whatever his name is.
Brother, hold on.
Okay.
I'm going outside. I have my hands up. Are you Yusuf? I say yes. They turn around. So I walk out my parents' house. To my right, I look. There's a dude with a shotgun like this pointing at me right by our garage. I'm like, okay, nice. And I keep walking. And then there's a helicopter above with like this part. I don't know if my brain just adding it for drama, but I'm pretty sure there was a spotlight from the helicopter. And I look in front of me and they're telling me, turn around, walk backwards. I get down on my knees like this, cross my legs behind my back, all that stuff. And the guy comes to handcuff me and he's screaming at me. He said, if you move, you'll be shot, basically. I get up, I look, there's like 5, 6, 7 cop cars lined up down the street. There's people with rifles behind each car. Just to show you the overreact. Like growing up in a nice area, probably nothing bad ever happens. So when there's something like this, they send the entire the
whole army.
You know what I'm saying? Orange County doesn't have, they think I'm like like I said, like a number one terrorist in America. So these guys are all pointing ARs at me. The guy has the shotgun pointed at me. I'm handcuffed. I walk. My dad's sitting on the curb cussing them out. He's handcuffed. And you know how Arab dads are. He's like, they're just jealous. He's never going to stop. He's not going to stop YouTube. He's going to keep going, whatever. He's like, got the cop. I'm sitting there handcuffed like this. Some moron from up the street walks down, decides to walk into the commotion. They handcuff him too, and they put him down.
Random guy?
Yeah. And he just gets handcuffed. And I just see all my brother's friends and their wives and their kids all sitting on the curb. And I'm like, this is nuts. And then Maldonado walks up to me with an AR around his neck, strapped, holding an AR. And he's like, you look familiar. That's what he said to me. I looked at him like, are you? Dude, I literally wanted to take his gun and, unload it and put it on the floor and say, buddy, there's no violence needed here. That's how I tell. I couldn't believe when he said that to me. I'm like, you didn't think you could warn the police department? Hey, maybe we don't need a helicopter, 10 cop cars, and 40 rifles.
So being swatted is already scary. Now imagine being part of that ethnicity where the stereotype jokes are that you are a terrorist and then having guns pointed at you at your house. That just like adds extra fear to it. I can't imagine how like scared he actually was. He doesn't show his like how scared he was. He just showed like the intensity of the situation. You can just imagine how scary it was, especially with his family all there. Also, we wouldn't have no Apex without his dad. His dad was the one that got him his recording device back in the early days, and it's actually pretty cool. He ended up using his last amount of money that he had just to give Apex his recording capture card. So after a while, Apex left YouTube for a bit and became more religious. He started practicing more of his religion, and it got him in touch with himself. One message that hit him deeply was a verse in the Quran. It said something around the words of, any good that you encourage people to do, you share a reward for it. Let that sink in. It's a really nice quote, and I like that too. But for that reason, he decided to private a lot of his older videos, and then he ended up doing all of his older videos. So we no longer have his catalog of videos anymore. He privated them all, which it's okay, but kind of sucks that you can't look back at that. But one day, FaZe Rain says that he would try his best to unprivate those videos for him. He also got the chance to talk to Rain about like the new FaZe, how he feels about it, and why he's not involved as much in the videos and all that. And to be honest, he just says that he doesn't feel genuine forcing himself into those type of videos. And they also have like currently some sponsors that he does not agree with, aka For Locos. So yeah, some sponsors don't line up with his views on life, and that's okay. But again, I am glad that he's making content again. He did open up about struggling to find guests to his podcast. There's not a lot of content creators that respond back. So if you have any content creator that you like in his podcast, let them know. Tell them to check their DMs. Maybe Apex already reached out to them. And yeah, this has been another episode. Peace.